First of all, welcome to everyone. Welcome to Café HOT. For those of you who haven't been here before, it is quite a treat to spend time here, to have a meal, and to share some time with the wonderful owners. It's an experience that Burlington City Arts has had, and often our staff has met here, and they're wonderful hosts. I want to welcome, first of all of you. Thank you so much for coming out on such short notice. And given that 7 Days had their story earlier this week, it was a little unexpected that all of the media would show up. Nice to see you. Thank you again. So in February, when BCA announced that due to budget cuts and funding challenges, and most importantly, the loss of a longtime presenting sponsor for the 18th Annual Festival of Fools, a 3-day celebration of busking, of music, of community, and of joy, would be paused for 2025. Presenting a 3-day citywide festival is a huge undertaking that requires the public sector and the private sector to come together in support of community vibrancy. After we paused the festival, we heard from so many community members about their dismay about missing the Festival of Fools this year. We know this festival is an important economic driver, that it brings tens of thousands of people to downtown Burlington, supports dozens of local, national, and international artists, but we also heard from people how much the festival meant to them personally. The joy of sharing it with their family and friends. When Travis and Allan, the owners of Café HOT, reached out to BCA this spring and offered to lead a crowd fundraising campaign among local businesses to bring a smaller version of the festival to downtown Burlington, we were grateful, and frankly, we were floored. This response was amazing. 30+ local businesses donated to support this endeavor. And ba-boom, in the last 24 hours, a local foundation, the Pomerleau Foundation, Patricia here, looked at those numbers and said, we're in too. We want to be part of this great community and support the efforts that so many businesses who are struggling, reached out and gave their best. With the support of all these businesses, we're thrilled to announce that the 2025 Fools Block Party, okay? Don't make a mistake. It's a Fools Block Party. We'll be back on Friday, August 1st and Saturday, August 2nd. This is no small feat. It's going to take all of you to help support us to get this. Normally, it's an 8-month planning time. We are doing this on a wing and a prayer. You know that saying, you're building the plane while you're flying it. It's totally overused, so we're going to have to come up with something foolish to describe this, but it really is literally happening at this moment. Zach and Woody are out there supporting the talent that they're bringing to Burlington, and many other people on the team making this possible. We're inspired by all of you. That's what the most amazing part of this is. You are going to bring joy to the people of Burlington, to our neighbors, and to our visitors. As we navigate this challenging fundraising world, we are looking for a new presenting sponsor for next year so that this festival, this Fools event, may continue. There are so many wonderful and beloved city festivals and celebrations like Highlight, and they are all unique opportunities to partner, to bring so much joy to downtown Burlington and to unite our community. And to say a little bit more about that, please welcome our mayor, Emma Mulvaney-Stanak.
Thank you, Doreen. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate, of course, the BCA team, a lot of which who are here today. It really just shows how creative and adaptable and brilliant, frankly, our team is to keep adapting and figuring out how do we activate what is joyful and vibrant here in the city of Burlington. When we were first trying to make these decisions about what comes next for big festivals in general, Festival of Fools, Juneteenth, et cetera, in these very hard and political and financial times, it has not been easy. This has not been an easy year to lead the city of Burlington with all the challenges that exist here long before I became mayor. But now really trying to figure out how do we invite the community in? How do we invite all folks who care deeply about the Queen City in to play some sort of role to help us move forward through this difficult time into something more vibrant and joyful and a way to activate our third space, our downtown, our Church Street, but all of the community that surrounds Church Street. Festival of Fools, of course, has been an amazing, very family-forward and family joyful event. Last year I got to walk that parade with my kids, much to their chagrin. They don't think it's cool that I'm mayor anymore, so they make it very well clear to me. But that was still a joyful moment back in August. And it was just joyful. It was funny. It was silly. It brings all the things that help be the antidote to these times that are so serious and heavy and dark. So I'm really grateful for a couple different reasons that Café HOT and 30-plus businesses have been able to partner, and including our great, strong partners with the Pomelo family, have found a way to vibrantly bring this back, but adapt. This is the name of the game right now, is to adapt in these challenging times, these fiscal and political times that are so hard. This adaptation, though, it continues to build the community that is so important for bringing people back into Burlington and really activating what Vermonters do best, which is building community, valuing relationships, and continuing to innovate about what our city needs. And I also just really appreciate how much folks have leaned in. It is very challenging. We see out these windows, and I know what the very significant impact has been in our downtown businesses as we build the future, really literally outside these windows, but it is a very hard moment. It's a very hard present at this point. But as we continue to put the building blocks forward around adapting and knowing what our vision is, around how Burlington will be, I've often started to talk lately around there's a renaissance coming, and I'm really grateful when people are those early adopters and leaning in to help make that possible. And so this is one of those examples where community and the city come together and make something beautiful, bright, and joyful. So thank you very much to Café HOT and to all of our sponsors for stepping forward. This is truly what makes Burlington beautiful and great. Thank you so much.
So one of the moments in a festival is taking a little bit of time to acknowledge the people that make it possible. And sometimes when the festival organizers do it, it's kind of like this fast roll through everybody's name, and you're sort of, trying to hear. And I want to take a moment, and I want to acknowledge everyone that is here or not with us today that is making this possible. Always Full Market, American Flatbread Burlington Hearth, All Souls Tortilleria, August 1st, Ben & Jerry's, Brio Coffee Works, Canna Planners, City Market, Courtyard by Marriott Burlington Harbor, Devil Takes a Holiday, Foley Services, Gray Jay, Hen of the Woods, Hen of the Wood, Honey Road, Hotel Vermont, Karma Birdhouse, Lazat Camera, Mr. Mike's, Muddy Waters, Onyx Tonics, Periwinkle Fine Jewelry, Play Dog Play, Pomerleau Family Foundation, Restaurant Poco, Scylla, Stone Soup, Stranger Still, the Café HOT, the Farmhouse Group, the Skinny Pancake, and Vermont Pub and Brewery. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty. So just for a moment, because you two, I know, you're just like, don't embarrass us anymore, but we just really have to say thank you so much for what you did, for the courage. It's enlightenment for this town. Thank you again, and please say a few words to our assembled group.
Thanks. You can embarrass us.
Okay.
Yeah, we're used to it. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. It's really great to see such a turnout. Thank you to the press for coming out. Thank you for our business partners. I see some, and then I just see general friends and BCA being here. The mayor being here is huge. Pomerleau's being here is huge. Festival of Fools has been a source of joy for this community for many years. We, like a lot of people, we were really discouraged to hear about its cancellation. It was a shock to us. So we went to BCA to see how we could help. How do we bring back this thing that is purely here as a source of joy for Burlington? So we're happy and proud to stand here with our fellow Burlington businesses and the BCA to bring it back, albeit as a smaller event during a summer when we need to maintain the momentum of joy more than ever. We'll look forward to clowning around with you all on Friday, August 1st and Saturday, August 2nd for Fool's Block Party, made possible by local Burlington businesses, the BCA, and the Pomerleaus. Thank you all so much. And also, donations will be open to the public to see if we can expand this even more. There's a QR code right over here next to the coffee station if no one's grabbed a cup of coffee yet. Please help us make this bigger, better. Let's be joyful. Let's enjoy ourselves this summer. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
So, any questions from the media, or are you just sort of joyed out?
I'd like to ask the brothers kind of, because you've been very vocal about, spoken, I guess, about the problems that have resulted from that outside. It's like the classic making lemonade out of lemons, I guess. Can you tell me kind of, was it immediate or was it a kind of a gradual process of how you got around to saying, we don't need to just accept that this won't be happening, let's try to.
Honestly, I don't remember exactly how it happened. We just started talking about, oh, hey, there's this great event that has always been something that everybody gets behind. It is purely about joy. It is purely about having a good time in Burlington. And we just wanted to see how we could help bring that back if we could. And we had a really productive meeting with Doreen and their crew, and it seemed like something we could do. And it was very easy for all of our business partners in town to say, yes, we want to bring this back. How can we help? It wasn't just monetary donations. It was also people saying, can I feed somebody? Can I house somebody? What can I do to make this happen? So it was really just, it was not necessarily spur of the moment. We had to plan with BCA, but here we are now. I mean, everybody's in the room, and hopefully everyone here is going to be here on August 1st and August 2nd as well. Yeah.
Do you have any names of performers yet that you can announce? We can tease the event a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. So Woody Keppel, our co-founder and artistic director, has been booking Fools for years, and we've worked very quickly once we kind of saw that there was this outpouring of support to bring Fools back. Obviously, we normally start booking performers in January and February. As performers, we work with a lot of international performers who need to get visas, and people have routing around the country and internationally. So we reached out both to some longtime performers who have been here and really like businesses here, want to see this festival continue, and were initially disappointed. So we're really thrilled to be bringing back Mutt's Gone Nuts. This will be their fourth consecutive year bringing the Crazy Dogs to City Hall Park. We are welcoming back Hilby, the German juggler. He was here last year, and he's been here on and off since the beginning. A really great acrobat who has a hilarious time. He's really great at just understanding where he is and making his comedy work for the group, so I think he's going to be great out there. We have the Red Trouser Show. That's Tobin and David, two brothers from the Boston area. They perform all over the East Coast, and they were really excited to get this back on their schedule. They haven't been here since 2022. We also have a premiere, someone who hasn't been with us before, Mason Ames. Woody found him through different research and looking at different performers. So Mason is a street performer, acrobat, does really fun things, has a great personality. He'll be on Church Street as well. And then we are working with a local Mermations aerialist here in Burlington, Nicole DeGasse. She and actually her group at Mermations will be doing aerial acts. And we also have our existing programming through the Twilight Block Party, through Summer in the City. We have on Friday at our summer concert, we have the Bee Charmers. That's a husband and wife team from Wilder, Vermont, playing really great kind of bluegrass music. We have a splash dance with DJ Raoul, and then we're going to have a show Friday night. We're not totally sure on what that talent is yet, but we'll announce that soon. On Saturday, we have our existing splash dance with DJ EMG. There's an underscore between EM and G. And we have our block party Saturday night. Will be really great. That's the Twilight Block Party with Robber and Cricket Blue opening up for them. So two really great Vermont bands that we're psyched about. We'll be announcing more programming and the actual schedule for these events. Woody and I are literally meeting right after this to look at that, but that's the outline of kind of what we're looking at right now.
Someone else had commented that the Fools Block Party will be combined with other BCA events or other city events. Is that the summer and the city events you just mentioned, or is there anything else that you're kind of dovetailing in with this?
I think yes,
Yeah.
it is the summer in the city and what was already planned and expanding it. That's the only way that this was possible, was to build on something existing. And I frankly think that's incredibly smart for anything in this community, is to take something that's already existing to see where your compatibility is, how you can support each other, build upon a creation, and make more from something that's already begun. I look at it as kind of the, getting all of those cars going with the caboose, because there's an incredibly creative community here. And so we have to support each other, because this isn't just a hard time for us, it is a hard time for everyone. And so we want a rising tide, as you said earlier, that raises everyone's boat. There was something else I was going to say to you, and I forgot, but maybe it'll come back. No other questions? Just stay in touch with us. We will have a volunteer sign-up that will begin as soon as the program is put together. I did want to mention that we've been getting phone calls as well from people who want to take care of the entertainers and the buskers. So Stone Soup is our newest one who signed on, and they are going to help feed everyone throughout the 2 days. So it just keeps going.
Yes, sorry. In addition to the QR code, is there any other way that the public can, is there a link on your website or some other way that the public can donate?
Yes, there is. And Elena, you want to speak to exactly how that's going to manifest?
Yeah, the donate to Fools directly will be on the BCA website, but you can also go to burlingtoncityarts.org/donate.
Thank you.
It will be on Instagram? Yes. We'll be spreading it widely.
And there is, I want to be honest with everyone too, there is only so much that you can do given the time frame, right? There's magic in the world, but it's got its limitations with, a month and a half to go. And I also think what we're doing is we're seeding the future with this. So funding can continue to elevate the possibility of adding to next year's festival, and also hopefully bring out a new presenting sponsor, because that's really what will make this possible and able for our organization and our team to be able to plan this earlier next year. That's really key. This is really hard on a city team, because there's so much going on. And yeah, thank you again. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.